Good afternoon, my friends. Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Today I got very nice kind of I don't know what to call it, like just shall we say just a chat, nice chat, nice coffee chat or tea chat. What shall we call it? Tea, Mr. Toldebrand. Tea. What shall we call it? Let me just fix the camera, man. No professional camera, like just home, simple. It's not that good. Dear my brothers and sisters, it's been a while since I haven't put a post. So today I'm gonna talk about useful, my friend. Okay. So what's his name? Promo Thomas. Is that the name? Like also this ancient Greek art in the literature. Okay. So this is a man who created a fire, my friend. A fire of sparkle. Like a lot of people were saying like this Eritrean Ethiopians created fire for the first time. It's true, my friend, because humanity came from Eritrea. So that's a fire of sparkle, my friend. Beauty, being handsome, and if you go, very beautiful. A sparkle, my friend. A fire, wildfire. Okay. Especially he created that fire for these Europeans, my friend, who are suffering in the cold weather, in the forest, my friend. Snow flakes, so they want African fire. I'm a fire starter. You remember that song? That was in somewhere in 1995 or 96. So we are Africans, my friend. We Eritreans and Ethiopians. We are fire, my friend. Fire. When I say fire, because we are born in the sunshine, okay? And we are always a fire, smiling and laughing and happy and singing and dancing, my friend. A fire. We give a sparkle, a fire, a life. Or to these European dead people, because they're suffering in this cold weather with cancer and all cancer, disease after disease, from depression, my friend, okay? So this the man, the fire starter from this ancient Greece, so he gave that fire because Zeus is this god of all this ancient we people god. Okay, so this fire, this Prometheus, stole the fire from, I think Zeus must have been that very old man, maybe a leader, people like you, all these European royalties, Donald Trump and all these princesses and prince, they always suck the blood of all these Africans. They are fire, my friend. They are fire of use. They are ignition. They take it away, like a Dracula. They eat all their, and they suck all their bloods, their bone marrows. That's all about, okay? So this is in a mountain somewhere in Armenia or Georgia. These people are really beautiful people, do you notice? They go dark hair. They are we like us Eritreans, Ethiopians, okay? So that was in a mountain. That's where this myth started, okay? So because this guy was very handsome guy, Prometheus, okay, so Zeus was really pissed off with him, because he stole the fire, my friend. He stole it and he gave it to all humanity to enjoy fire of love, fire of beauty, fire of, use, okay. So Zeus was really pissed off with him, my friend. So he put him on the rock. I'll put it on my on my Facebook link, he put him on the rock and so he made sure all this eagle, all these ravens, my friend, they were eating from his liver, pain, my friend. Every night, these ravens, okay, these crows were eating from his liver. Poor guy, what it means, I think at this point, when they say this raven, or this crow, what they mean is these all ugly people, that's my interpretation. People differ. These Greek mythologies, my friend, they are written in a really hidden way. It doesn't mean a black man, by the way, okay? don't get confused, okay? Don't be very simplistic, okay? I'm a black man myself, my friend, okay? Handsome crow, handsome raven, eagle, my friend. So this guy was being eaten every night, so his liver was being regenerated every night, like because so this guy was poor guy, my friend. All his liver was being eaten every night, because this guy, he must have been a king, this Zeus, he must have been really powerful old man, my friend. He was so jealous of this young guy. So he was eating all his liver every night, my friend. This poor guy, my friend, he was paying all his taxation, as a kind of the what is this? What do you call it in English? An offering to Zeus, my friend. So he was he was giving all his bone marks every night. He was living a pain, my friend, because he was really handsome guy. So this Zeus, really tyrant man, okay? He just made sure all these crows were eating from his liver all his life in the mountain, okay? That's what it all means, okay? So he must have been extremely very handsome man. So today, my friend, I got a point because I just want to link it to we as Eritreans, Ethiopians, Africans, my friend. We are really poor people of fire, sparkling, beauty, happy people, okay? So all these Europeans, they bring us to their nation, Scandinavian countries, all this cold weather, because they are so deeply frozen, my friend, because they want, especially all these women, all European women, because they want to defrost all their things, my friend, they want us, they want to use us like a fire sparkle, my friend, to defrost their stuff, okay? I mean, we better put it that way, okay? Recently, a very famous Eritrean singer called Barkhat Mansab passed away. He's very famous. The man was extremely very proud that he's from a village in Tazega. Very proud guy, my friend, okay? So he's kind of you can say he's really kind of the king of our culture, music, my friend. So I grew up listening to his music, So what happened is we had all this Italian colonization, okay? So they made the capital city, Asmara, as a symbol of colonization. Now, my friend, they want us to live always worshipping all that building, dead building. It's really great, you got all this kind of gothic architecture, it's really depressing. I don't like Asmara, to be honest, So I worked so hard for weeks, because what happened is, my friend, a lot of Eritreans pass away accumulating money in riches to buy a house in Asmara. And all this house, because it's a brand, it's a label, my friend. Everyone wants to live in this building. That's really deep, abstract colonization, my friend. It's all these dynamics going through that. All these people, they worked 30 years, my friend, okay, to buy a house in Asmara. That houses, they cost, all of them, minimum 100,000 pounds, my friend, okay? If you buy that amount of money in London or in any other European countries, my friend, you're gonna be rich, just only renting it out. You just have to use your brain. And the other side of it is if you go 20 kilometers away or 50 kilometers away and you cycle every day, my friend, and you become a superhero, super world champion, my friend, you live free, my friend. You live free, literally. You don't pay no rent whatsoever. You can even pitch your tent and you live there free. 30 kilometers, 50 kilometers. Well, my city is 100 kilometers from the capital city, okay? So this is really deep colonization by all these Freemason Europeans, my friend. So what they do is they create that label, brand, okay? So they colonize us, deep, really colonize the people, What happened to me is, I don't believe that we've been colonized, my friend. We've never been colonized, okay? I don't like that kind of narrative. The Eritrean president, because he's getting older, my friend, okay? Because I don't think all these people, they don't listen to him. So, he has to accept it. Literally, this Barkhat Mansab died recently, and all in a sudden, got 15 ambassadors who came to Eritrea, and they submitted all their credentials to Eritrean president, and they got all this German chancellor, the leader of German coming to the UK, So it's kind of this coordinator, all these Freemasonry people, they still colonize our mind, my friend. They take our fire Okay, like this Zeus. That's the reason why I brought you all this. Prometheus, okay, they take the fire, okay, because in 2004 they made me sick in this Royal Free Hospital. It's called in the liver transplant department, 2004, okay. So the whole idea was to take the fire out of me. I was very young that time, my friend, okay, 20 something years old. So that is liver transplant. So this Prometheus guy, he was always living his liver being eaten every night. Okay, so all these ravens, all these cows eating from his liver. So that's what happened to me. All this, these are secret societies, all these Freemasons. You got all this Lutheran church, all these people. Their ideas was like Martin Luther. Their ideas was they want to have a secret church, not a church as we worship, like our 200 Christians, like we meet, mingle with each other, people from the village, from the town, from big cities, from Europe, everyone of them. That's all church, our traditional, something that has been evolved for 2,000 years. But these people, they have this what they call secret church. This is Lutheranism, okay? So this was an idea about this Protestant ideas about this Lutheran church, about this Freemason. This is a Freemasonry, really secret societies, okay? So they colonize all your mind. They trap you and control you from every side. Like you go all these Gothic churches in our country and that really boring old houses. They're wobbling now, my friend. They're gonna destroy the soul, like that. So that is really coordinated. This Eritrean leader, he's got very close working relationship with these people, like So we as Eritreans, we have to be extremely very smart, especially if we are from the smaller cities and from the villages, my friend, because we have to be. You got people like this Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, when the British were, my friend, they killed how many? Is it 50 million Indians when they came to India? I don't know how many, So they wiped out the whole society, my friend. So Gandhi said, no, we're not gonna export nothing from our country. So he was walking barefoot, my friend. So that's how they made the British Empire kneel down to their knees, my friend, okay? They have to accept it, okay? So we as Eritreans, my friend, all these Italians, all these Europeans, okay, that's what they're trying to do. They try to take all our souls, my friend. They try to take all our fire, all our sparkle, and they left all this, all their cinema, all this cathedral, really depressing buildings in Satsumara, my friend, okay? So what they said, hey, that's what you need, my friends, okay? We want to take you fire, okay? Like this Prometheus in the ancient Greek. We want to take you fire away, and we're gonna give you Balilla, Opel, Mercedes-Benz, Ford. I say no, my friend. Fuck that. We don't need it, my friend. What we need is not Italian bicycle. Our legs, our beat, our fire, my friend. Take that your Ferrari to your Roma or all the freezing Scandinavian country. We don't need it, my friend. Okay. So we have to use our brain, my friend. Okay. That is why I don't believe we've been colonized, my friend. Never. We never be colonized, my friend. Don't you ever dare try to tell me that victimhood kind of thing. We never been colonized, my friend. We don't give our fire to these really ugly people from these Scandinavian countries, my friend. All this defrosting in a cold weather. Okay, so we have to use our brain, my friend, okay? Otherwise, these people are all these Eritreans, my friend, they live 30, 50 years in the Scandinavian countries, in Italy, all these, house cleaners in the kitchen, all these old women, my friend. You don't have kids, some of them, okay? They always spend all their life working for these white people in Europe. Just imagine, just to buy a house in Asmara. Then they buy the house after 5-10 years, after their retirement, they pass away. They submit all their fire, they use everything just to buy that brand. This is how much deep colonization means in Eritrea, my friend. So I wanted to use your brain, my friend. You become a nomad, my friend. Nomad, okay? Don't be mad. Nomad, okay? You go after your cattle and your cows and everything. Now you go internet, my friend. You don't even need a SIM card to the satellite. Hey, from Gashmarka, from Sahel, from Muhaddas, from Forum, from Zula, from Brain, from Abdaya. You speak English to the whole world, okay? You don't need Italians, you don't need this Scandinavian countries. Cold weather like that. Cold people they're like their countries. Oh, they take to you fire sparkle, okay? So that's what I'm doing, okay? So this brand, this label, okay, it's really deep rooted. That's what they did, my friend. They analyze us. They studied us, their habits, their I put that do that idea about electrons that we had. This Shmagile and Tigray Shmagile idea, so they know now, they know everything, so they wanted to take to their advantage to make us look at as a colonized mind, slaves, okay, forever. Okay, that's what we do, my friend. We share with them, using our brain, not weaponry, our thinking. Okay, always keep it fire. Don't drive a car, my friend. Walk and run. Okay, that's fire. Okay, so don't let the Zeus man take away your fire. Okay, my African brothers and sisters, electrons, independence, okay? That's how we play them, my friend. It's psychology. War is psychology. It's a self-confidence, okay? So all this idea about, hey, you, my brothers and sisters, all these Asmara boys and all the Bashar and everything, don't think I hate Bashar and Asmara. Try to understand my message. That's all our land, Asmara. My clans are Asmara, my clans, my friend. It's my city, okay? What I am against is all these white people, my friend. They always try to dance in our brain, thinking that they got our fire, our youth, our self-confidence, okay? Just to worship that really crap cinema impure or what is it, cinema Roma, like really crap, okay? So this is how we systematically fight them, my friend, okay? We don't buy expensive houses in Asmara. We go cycling, running in Antalya. They come harass again, all the villages around that area, okay? That, of course, we need the business in Asmara, okay? But we don't have to worship them, my friend, okay? We are engineers, my friend. Nowadays, we don't even need their architects. We know it by ourselves. You learn. This is the kind of villa I want at the top of the mountain in Bahira, my friend. In Gobamba. Okay, in Bagas and everything. You just design it using all this concast and everything. One day, you build that really the most beautiful, magnificent villa up in the mountain, my friend. Focusing with your lens and, binoculars, seeing all these ships passing by. That's the technology that we are, okay? So we don't have to worship all this European mentality, all this Freemasonry, my friend, okay? This is secret societies that are killing the whole Eritreans, Ethiopians. Just recently, my friend, seeing how many famous leaders pass away, okay? These are symbolic people like Barakat Selassie. Look, what's that? The Higdaf chief executive, Mr. Al-Amin, Ramadan Muhammad Noor. All of them. How many generals they are passing away? Okay? All of them, my friends, okay? All of them are digging going away. Why? Because of the secret society, my friend, okay? It's managed all from the West. Okay? So we have to be extremely very clever. We have to have that really independent mindset. Always try to not to be like this, what they call this, Starling, like this, Rufwari. You just go like a flock because you don't have self-confidence. Always, you just watch for someone to give you order. No, we have to have our own internal way of thinking of our self-confidence. So think for ourselves as well. It doesn't mean we have to challenge them. But if we see some wrongness, we tell it, we air it, my friends, okay? So use your brain. So that's my idea about Prometheus. And the other one is all this in the Bible, all this in the leech, what's Dukule? I put it in my Facebook link, it says because the whole world was all these people, homosexuality, all these gays, everything, man with a man, woman with a woman. Then God was really angry and he flooded the whole world. The way I understand it is this is the same about this Prometheus, okay? So when you don't manage, when you don't control your mind, yourself, your thinking, and you go swept away by the deluge, okay, by this tide of waves of beautiful women, my friend. You see 5 women, my friend, you just give all your river, you Nile river inside you, okay, or your bone marrow. So the whole deluge sweeps you away, you go sick and you get paralyzed and you die. That's the whole idea. Well, that's my understanding, my friend. It's gonna keep changing the more I get older. This is like this Solomon wisdom of Solomon, my friend, okay? So the whole Bible, the way it was, the scripture, the way it was written was because when you were younger, the way you understand the Bible is a different thing. And when you got kids and your family and everything, the more you get older, the more you get wiser, your interpretation, your understanding becomes more kind of like, different. And that's the whole idea about the Bible, my friend. It's a way of life, okay? So they put all this wisdom from the ancients, from like this Greek, like these prophets, okay? And they put it in a way that everyone can understand and give his own version of interpretation of the Bible. So this is the lyrics, like, because if God has already wiped out all these homosexuals that time during the Ark of Noah, then all these homosexuals, they wouldn't have come now, my friend. But the fact that because they were there, my friend, from the ancient times, they are still now. Okay? So the way I see it, my friend, is like, is you protect your river inside you, my friend. Okay? That really gushing river, you keep it, my friend. You put it down properly, like, you manage it, like, so that you fire doesn't take away by this old European reality woman. They always try to like, hey baby, I'm a royal, I got that crown, but give me your crown, give me your fire, come and sleep with me, at least think about me, give me your river. Then they snatch away. They grab and hold of your fire, like promises, my friend. They leave you live, they make you live like eating your liver, like a river. Like this crowd. Every night, my friend. You keep suffering in the morning, and because your liver regenerates, my friend. Okay, you just eat it by itself. But always keep in mind, my friend, control it. Control your mind. Okay? Your river flow. So, river war, as a researcher just said, like, because the whole idea is just coming up every night. So every day, the way we understand it, like, it's just getting clearer. So wisdom, my friend. We use our brain. The way we handle our politics, our way of life in our community, our way of raising our kids, educating them, training them, giving them that self-confidence. On this idea about fire, especially, we electrons, we are the most beautiful creatures on earth, my friend. Okay, but we need education, training, my friend. We need someone to interpret all these ideas and to empower our youth, my friend, our young kids, like all this idea about this colonial mindset, people who are downgraded, who don't use their brain, all their fire taken away from all this old and really boring, gray-looking people from all these Scandinavian countries, my friend, all these missionaries, Scandinavian missionaries, like all the Swedish, Gesdahanisha, all these people, they manage us. So we grab the fire, snatch it away, we take it back to ourselves, okay? And we become fire spark, okay? So that's what I want to say. I said it in Tigrinya, but I wanted to put it in English so that our kids can understand. I put the text, everything in detail so that you can just, analyze it and understand by yourself. You have a lovely day, brothers and sisters, okay? See ya. Today is Friday.